Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about the concept map, which is due week 3, so this week at the end of the week, Sunday at 11:55 p.m. So for the past few weeks, we've really been honing in on what other people are saying about family formation and what family and marriage mean. And we've been thinking about marriage and family in a variety of different ways based on different cultures and things like that. So now is the time for you to sort of process all that information and think about what family means to you in your everyday lives. So the concept map is a particularly good assignment for a term that we'll be dealing with all semester, but that has a very layman definition, right? So family is not some abstract sociological or women's studies term that people would not know how to define if they weren't in college, right? Most people in our society can define family in some way. But what does family mean to you? And what does family mean to the scholars who we've been in conversation with for the past few weeks? So I borrowed this assignment from Kent State University, and you can see from these guidelines sort of what the expectations are. So you should be taking a topic. In this case, you're required to do a concept map on family. And the concept map should allow you to better understand how the material we've been covering so far, how those folks are sort of defining the term, and also it should allow you to think through more concisely how you define the term family. So think of this assignment as a visual diagram, okay? So you should include a focus question. So what's a question that you want to answer or think about regarding family and marriage? And then think about various topics or concepts and draw those and write them out in little circles or boxes around that question, which should be in the middle of your page. So these can be topics and concepts about family that we've covered in our readings and our videos so far. They can be topics or concepts we're going to cover, and you can see those topics by looking at our class schedule. Or they can be topics or concepts that you've been thinking about that you're not sure we're going to cover that you wish we would cover. And then finally, you're going to link words to connect these concepts. So the words should be linking these circles or boxes that you have. And then you draw lines to sort of cross and link these things. So you want to think about, why are you adding those concepts and those words to your concept map? How do they link? How do they connect? So hopefully, this is a bit of an abstract assignment, but it's not writing a paper. I really do want you to sort of map out the idea of family as a visual diagram. And you can sort of see, why concept maps are used, how they can be used. And my goal in showing you this document is to get you to think about what to include based on what the expectations are as far as why and how to use a concept map. And you can see here sort of how concept maps are typically assessed by an instructor. For me, if you do a concept map, you have a full page, and you're using concept and terms from our readings and from our videos, so I know you're doing the material. I know you made a good faith effort to complete the assignment. I may give you some revisions if things are not what I'm expecting, but it's very likely you'll get full credit for the assignment as long as you have a completed assignment. But do keep in mind sort of some of these assessment things. And then finally, I think one question that will likely come up from students, because this class is online, is whether I expect an electronic diagram, so where you're in Microsoft Word or a similar platform and you're, inserting shapes and lines and that sort of thing, or if it's okay to have a piece of paper, draw out shapes and concepts and lines by hand, and then scan that and upload it as a PDF. So the answer is that either format is appropriate and totally fine. If you don't have Microsoft Word or a similar platform to electronically do lines and shapes, and you also don't have a way to scan a hand-drawn assignment, email me as soon as possible so that we can figure something out. If you're on campus for face-to-face classes, you can submit a handwritten copy of the assignment to my office. If you don't come to campus and you can't come to campus and you're not able to use Microsoft Office or you don't know how and you can't scan something, then we'll figure out some sort of solution. And if the issue is that you just don't know how to insert shapes and lines into Microsoft Office, we can schedule electronic office hours so that I can walk you through that process. But I want this assignment to be meaningful for students. And what I mean by that is I want this exercise in thinking about family and what family means to you to influence what you write about in your final paper for this class. So hopefully it will allow you to break down how you're thinking about family so that you can better and more concisely write about that concept in your final paper. So if you have any questions about this assignment or about readings and videos up to week 3, please email me as always. And I look forward to seeing everyone's concept maps. Have a good week, guys.